So bolus insulin, I want to touch on basal insulin first. That was that background insulin. So small amounts of insulin are released by the pancreas 24 hours a day. On average, adults secrete about 1 unit of insulin per hour, regardless of food intake. So that's happening in the background all the time. Now let's talk about bolus insulin. In response to food, larger amounts of insulin are secreted and released in 2-phase boluses. The first phase starts within minutes of the first bite of food and lasts about 15 minutes. The second phase of insulin release is more gradual and occurs over the next hour and a half to 3 hours. The amount of insulin that is released matches the rise in blood glucose from the food that is eaten. In people with normal insulin secretion, insulin production and release is a finely tuned feedback system that maintains blood glucose between about 70 milligrams per deciliter and 140 milligrams per deciliter at all times, no matter what or when a person eats or when he or she engages in physical activity. During illness, when insulin needs may rise, the pancreas just produces more. People whose pancreas does not secrete insulin normally often must inject insulin or infuse it with an insulin pump. People who have type 1 diabetes, in which the pancreas secretes no insulin or virtually no insulin, must inject or infuse insulin. But learning when to take insulin and how much to take is challenging, because injected or infused insulin does not act exactly like insulin released from the pancreas. The first step to figuring out when to take insulin and how much to take is understanding insulin's action curve.
Thank you for watching. Keep learning and keep it keto. So keto.com.